Hello, fellow Minecrafters, and welcome to episode 10. This is Eraloth, and I have a few new blocks to show you today, including the item repairer. This is actually an actually additions item. It can take any item that has durability, and it'll fix it up for the cost of a little bit of RF. So very nice. This works on enchanted items as well. So really handy. We don't have to use the anvil anymore to repair. This now actually costs a little bit more than it used to. Recent upgrade introduced the notion of empowered items. This requires an empowered diamite crystal block, actually 4 of them, including this ender casing, which requires more empowered diamonds. So how do you empower things in actually additions? Well, let's start with creating a diamite block. So I have this block of diamond, and the atomic reconstructor is now in pulse mode. I did that using a redstone torch and just shift right clicking onto the reconstructor. And I've connected a wooden pressure plate that's connected to an atomic precision dropper. What the dropper does is it'll put one item, it'll drop one item at a time. So if we drop in the block, you notice that it dropped onto the plate, the reconstructor kicked in, and then the diamite disappeared because it went into this ranged collector, which picks up items within a certain range. It's actually set with an item filter, and the item filter is super easy to make. It's just iron bars surrounding a black quartz. And if we right-click on the item filter, you can see it's already preloaded. Well, I've set it to these items. Without that white filter, anytime we drop a block down, the ranged collector would just pick it up before it even had a chance to get hit by the reconstructor. Okay, so now we have our diamond block. Let's go ahead and check out this ritual that was introduced. So this is these are 4 display stands surrounding an empower device. The display stands are pretty easy to make. This requires let's see, some aesthetic green block and quartz. This is chiseled quartz, I think, that's run through the reconstructor. So not too hard. The empower is basically the same thing. I think it adds a battery and yeah, and it also consumes a display stand. So what you do is first we're going to need to grab some quartz. So let's get 4 black quartz, and we're going to right-click the quartz on each of these display stands. And you can use the display stands to show off an item too. That's another use for that. So I think we can put a sword in there, right? Yeah, nice. So I don't know. It's kind of cool for displaying things. We might create a museum of things at some point in this series, and that'll be a nice way to show them off. Okay, and now we'll go ahead and drop this block of diamite into the center, and there it goes. So it'll consume the quartz, and it should convert the diamite block into empowered diamite. That looks pretty cool. This is actually similar to a number of mods have these altar-like mechanics, including Britannia. So I like it. It's a little additional work. We can use the block placer from actually additions probably to automate this entire process at some point. We might go ahead and do that. While this is running, let me show you another thing that I did. All of our progressive automation devices are now powered by RF. So I added this RF engine, which is really easy to make. It's just iron, gold, and a block of redstone, and then connected it to an energy laser relay, which is running off of our windmills way up high in the sky. So no more having to load these into, we don't have to load coal into these anymore. Wow, this thing is still running. Another thing, We have on this particular farm, this is our the first one that we actually made, remember? The stone chopper. This is using axes. And I have axes loaded into this box, as well as I'm receiving items from the stone chopper. The way I'm doing that is through this item conduit. And this thing is great. This is from Ender.io. It has a ton of mechanics. But basically, this conduit can be set to receive or send items out, or both. And in this case, it's set to both. And we can look at both the configurations. We have the insert, the receive side set to the green channel, and the output set to brown. So it's sending things out through the brown channel, receiving things through the green channel. This is set to active without signal, which means it'll always run. Oh, and there's some other settings too. We can do round robin, so we can distribute items. If we set round robin and we have a bunch of chests, for example, connected to a cable, it'll evenly distribute those. That's very, very handy for ore processing, as well as powering systems with charcoal, for example. Really, really nice. So this side, we have the same thing. We have an in and out. So we're inserting from the brown channel. If you remember, we were sending items on the brown channel out from the chopper. So that's how we're getting all this stuff. And then we are extracting from over the green channel just the stone axes, and this is through the basic item filter, which in Ender.io, this is how you make an item filter. It's just the basic one, at least, is just paper and a hopper. So really easy to make. We can whitelist a set of items. There's an advanced version which can take additional filters, but for our purposes, we just want to send a stone axe. And we can actually connect this now to an auto crafter, and we might do that in this episode or the next, and fully automate this. So the piping, not only can the Ender.io piping transfer items this way, but we can combine this with other types of Ender.io pipes on the same block. So for example, we could be running power in the same block as this pipe, as well as fluids. So that's where it really starts to shine. It's very compact in terms of moving this. Looks like our empowered block is done, and now we have an empowered diamite crystal block. So that's how that is done. Now let's see what else we can make with this empowered diamond. Oh, another thing I wanted to point out was that the altar here, this process requires RF power. All the devices, all the display stands have to be hooked up. So let's go ahead and change this to diamond, empowered diamond, and we're going to try to make a really cool item in Actually Editions, the teleport staff. So this requires a block of ender pearl, which is easy. Let's see, battery, I think we already have one. And the ender casing. So this is a block of quartz, so we need one. We probably should have made two of these. Yeah, let's make one more. And that should give us enough to make two of these. And we should have what we need to get the teleport staff. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and load this up. Oh, I added another 25 million RF to this. One really cool thing about the capacitor, if you remember, the capacitor is made, it comes in 1 million, 1 million, 5 million, and 25 million. We jumped to the 25 million, and the really nice thing about it is we can continue to grow this capacitor bank. So this will, we make it, I made another one, added it, it automatically picked it up, and now it's a 50 million. So we'll pop that in, charge up the teleport staff. Let's give this thing a whirl. So we should be able to point at anything like the teleport and right click, and we're there. And I think this is almost line of sight. Let's go ahead and make this day. And I just realized we are not wearing our... Oh yeah, we are, okay. Alright, so if we point at that tree... Wow, how far can this thing go? Okay, so it does have a limit on distance, but yeah, this is pretty nice. And we still have plenty of power. It doesn't look like it's using that much. So if we combine this with the glider, we have kind of another way to zip around. And it looks like we can use it while we're gliding, so we're almost back to where we were in that one episode with the staff. Not bad. So that was definitely worth it. I like this. I think we should still make creative flight. We have almost everything we need for the creative flight. Let's check that out. So to get creative flight, or the equivalent, we need to make an angel ring, which is something we looked at a couple times. And it's just some gold, resonating crystal, cursed lasso, golden lasso. So for the golden lasso with the bat, we actually have that. I caught a bat down in our basement, so that's not too bad. I also have a golden lasso ready to be turned into a cursed lasso. But to get that, we need a drop of evil. So let's go ahead and go to the Nether. Actually, one thing I want to make first, I believe we have to damage the gas before we can catch it. So we're gonna go ahead and make an electric bow. That's a mechanism. So we need 2 of these, 1 of those. And we have some string already. There we go. All right. So let's go ahead and charge up our items. We'll stand on the charging pad, and that should charge these up. Is it working? Okay, it's still charging. Oh, good thing we caught that. Okay, we definitely want to be fully charged in the Nether. All right, and then it should be charging up our electric bow. Wonderful. Okay, so the electric bow, I think, I don't think it gives us any... oh, it does have a fire mode. How do we turn that on? Shift M? Fire mode, okay. Let's see. What does that do? Let's get some arrows. Oh, very cool. Okay, so it shoots fire arrows. Well, we just want to damage the gas, so I'm going to hit Shift M and turn fire mode off, but that's a nice addition. So let's go ahead and run out to the Nether, and our objective is to make a cursed lasso, so we need to find a drop of evil, which I think we can get from a farm I made. I made a wither skeleton farm. So hello there. And if we go to our basement, we can find... Whoops, wrong door. Alright, down here we have a farm very similar to the Ender farm. And this basically launches... oh! Wow, that guy was... So I left this open here so I could attack, and it looks like he exploded, okay, or shot something at me. In any case, this farm has been working out pretty well. It's been dropping all sorts of things, wither skeleton skulls, including this drop of evil. I believe we can also use this to make cursed earth. So that's going to be fun. Let's go ahead and make our cursed lasso. So this is a drop from, actually a fair, not a super rare drop, but yeah, we're definitely getting a couple of those. Okay, so let's go ahead and hunt down our ghast, which I hear outside. All right, so I made these damage traps in front of the house because these mobs have been pretty tough. I think they've been turned down a bit, but they're definitely fairly aggressive. Hang on a second. Let's use our... Whoops. Oh, no! Whew, that was close. All right. I was trying to use this teleportation rod to get out of there. Let's go ahead and eat some food. Okay. So we need to find our prey. You might also notice I'm jumping higher because I have these dark boots. So these are, if you combine these with a piston, you get a jump level. I didn't go to level 3 yet because I wanted to keep it kind of controllable. But I like this. This is good. Whoa, that was a long teleportation. No sign of a ghast. All right, let me look around for a ghast, and I will be right back. All right, I hear him. Where is he? I hear him. There he is. Okay, so we're going to hit him with an arrow. Did I get him? Oh, where did he go? There we go. Oh, terrible shot. Oh no! Where am I? Did I get him? Okay, I got him. I got him. Come on down. Come on down. Come on. Did I not get him? Oh man. Alright, hold on. No! I don't want to hit him with the fireball. Okay, I think I damaged him. I damaged him. No, I killed him. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Fail. Alright, let's find another one. Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright, let's hit him with an arrow. Alright, we got him. Got him! Got him! Woohoo! Alright, let's head back to base. Alright, we have our ghast. We have our bat. And I believe we have all the ingredients we need to make this. We want to make an angel ring with, let's make one with black wings. So all we need is charcoal, and 1 charcoal and 1 coal. There we go. And here we go. 1 angel ring. Woohoo! All right, we've got it. Now, the angel ring actually uses GP. We have no GP yet. So we're going to have to build that up. How we do that is through items that generate GP. There's a fire mill, a lava generator that you can put into lava, a lunar panel, and a solar panel. Let's go ahead and do the water mill. The windmill could work too. Okay, so that's going to require redstone gear, resonating redstone crystal, which we have, and this stone burnt. Stone burnt requires the resonator. Okay, so let's make the resonator. For that, we need a block of coal, which we have a ton of. Yeah, so let's make the resonator. I don't know what the resonator runs on. I think it just runs on, yeah, power. So we need some polished stone. I believe that is going to be stone brick, a 4x4. Yep, Polished stone. It looks really nice too. We should probably consider that for building. If we pop that in, okay, it requires 8 GP to run. So we're going to make a, I think one way we can create GP is by manually running this. So let's go ahead and do that. We need some planks. And we'll make a redstone gear. And that should give us, what are we missing? We have the polished stone, right? Oh, we put it all in here. Okay, so there we go. All right, and we got the achievement, manual mill. And let's go ahead and run that. I think if we right click on this, it should start generating power. And as you can see, it's going. Okay, so we need, how many stone did we need? Let me go ahead and process this and I'll be right back. Yep, we got our first stone burnt. So we'll do a couple of these. All right, I think we have enough stone burnt. 28 should be more than plenty. I also made some redstone gear off camera. So we should now have enough for the water mill. Actually, a couple of them. Yep. All right, so we have 3 water mills. Each one is going to generate 16 GP at full blast. And I think, let's go ahead and set them up here. Now, currently, they're not generating anything. But what we'll do is we'll add some water, and you can see they're starting to generate some GP. And I think if we add water here, yeah, we've got this one to maximum. So we will just alternate sides. And now we have we almost have that one to maximum too. And there we go. These should each be generating 16. Now, that should give us 48 total GP, which is current, which is more than enough to power the angel ring. So let's try it. Double space. There we go. Woohoo! Here we are. We have the equivalent of creative flight. This is absolutely awesome. So worth it. All right, so now we can go practically anywhere. We've got our teleport rod if we want to jump through spaces that way, but I don't even think we need that at this point. Yeah, this is great. All right, let's do one more thing. So we're going to make refined storage blocks. These are basically clones of, well, at least inspired by applied energistics, and they will allow us to set up a storage network. We're going to need a controller first, and for that we'll need machine casing, which all requires quartz, iron, and silicon. I think I have some silicon in here. And we have plenty of iron. So let's go ahead and grab a stack. And it looks like most of the components are going to use quartz-enriched iron, so let's make plenty of that. Okay, and the controller will take machine casing. And then we should have all the components. All right, fantastic. So for now, let's just go ahead and lay that down. We'll start a row here. And the controller absolutely needs some power, so let's grab our energy laser relay. And we'll hook that up to the rest of our power network. I really like these relays. This is much more convenient than running cable everywhere. Okay, so the controller has power, but it looks like there's nothing here because we need an interface. So we at least need a grid interface to be able to start looking at the stuff in our network, at the items. And for that, we're going to need a machine casing as before. And then we're going to need these improved processors, construction core, and destruction core. Let's see what each of these are. It looks like they're all variants of the, well, we're definitely going to need the basic processor, and to build the basic processor, we're going to need a solder. So let's see, to get the solder, we need sticky pistons. So we need some pistons. I think we have a few in here, perhaps? No, maybe not. All right. I thought we had some in here. Let's go ahead and pull some down. We'll make some pistons. Let's see. Oh, we're out of iron. We used all our iron. Okay. Let's make a few more. Yeah, I'm just going to make a bunch so we don't have to hunt for them. And then sticky pistons. Let's do 6. And then let's do 3 solderers. I think the solderers have to be connected to the controller for power. Maybe not. I could be wrong about that. And what did we need again to make our... Let's see, we actually want to do a crafting grid. But to get there, we need an advanced processor. Wow. Okay. So first the grid. We need a construction core basic processor. That's going to require a printed basic processor, which is iron. Okay, so let's start one of these guys off with iron. At some point, we'll automate this. There we go. Okay, it has to be in the middle slot, just as specified. And then we need to make a printed silicon. So that's going to be loading the silicon into... Okay, to the furnace. All right, so let's grab some of this. We can just look. We're going to go old school and use this furnace for now, and we'll just load some silicon into this guy. Okay, so now we have that. Now we have a printed silicon, and what else did we need? Redstone. Alright, so we'll grab some redstone, put that in our inventory, and we'll just use this guy for... I know I'm going backwards. Normally I would process left to right, but like I said, we'll automate this using pipes. But for now, let's go ahead and get this loaded, because I am really anxious to see this thing at work. Yeah, we definitely want to set up some automation here. Okay, so that's our basic processor, and then we have... Okay, let's go ahead and make some more. Alright, I'm going to cook up some more materials, and I'll be right back. Alright, I made the various processors. There's the improved processor, which is made by, let's see, creating a printed improved processor. This is actually very close to applied energistics, because we have the printed advanced processor, which is just a diamond run through. So I made a couple of those. We should have enough to make the grid. We do. And then the crafting grid. The crafting grid actually has to be soldered. So we need a crafting table. Let's see, I think we have one in here, hopefully. No, we do not. Okay, so we'll get 4 plank. Back to the basics. We'll do our crafting table, and then we need a chest. We should have... We don't have that either. Yes, we do. Okay. So there are also speed upgrades in this. So we'll we'll be able to use that in the future. I will definitely add that. So I think it is, what was the order again? Yeah, and then the advanced processor. And there we go. It's chugging along. While it's doing that, we're also going to need storage for this network. So what does it take to create a disk drive? Oh, another more soldering. Okay. So machine case and another advanced processor, which we already made. And that's from, if you remember, that's from the diamond. So we'll drop one chest in here, one advanced processor, and that should kick off the disk drive. Okay, now we have our, yay, we have our crafting grid. So this, we can drop this connected anywhere to the controller. And by the way, the connections can be through cables as well. I think there's a cable that's made through, again, no surprise, quartz enriched iron. So we can make some cable and run this. I might move this around a little bit before the next episode off camera once we get this set up. Okay, so here's our crafting grid. I don't think we can store anything yet because we don't have any storage, but we do have our disk drive now. All right, we'll drop that down. Now the disk drive, I think, takes disks, so we're going to have to make some disks. Let's see. Let's do a 1K storage disk. That requires a 1K storage part, and now we have a disk. All right, let's drop that in. And I think this can hold multiple disks. Yep, now I can hold. So the 1K disk is, it holds 1,000 items. So let's go ahead and drop in some steak, and now we have our steak in the network, in this network. And it looks like we've used 2 out of 1,000. So 1,000 isn't a lot of slots. We can increase that, I think, by going to the 4K storage part. Okay, these are all upgradable. So I will work on that. I'll build it up a little bit. But that's the basic idea, that we now we can take our items out of here, and there's actually a particular item that helps with that. The external storage will actually hook up to external storage, but we can also import and export items. Yeah, the importer, I think, will actually bring items into the system. So that's the basic idea, and maybe before next episode I'll move everything into this grid. Awesome. All right, one last thing I wanted to show you was the Advanced Purifying Factory. This is a 3x. Not sure if you know, but Mechanism provides ore processing beyond doubling the ores. So for example, we can take some gold ore, we can drop it into the Advanced Purifying Factory, and this is just a factory version of the Advanced Purifier. By the way, this runs on oxygen. So this requires an electrolytic separator. The electrolytic separator is hooked up to a pump, which you can see down below. Let me break this glass. I put this glass up because if you jump down there, you can get hurt. But anyways, the pump is, the electric pump is just in water. It does not consume source water block. And the pump is pretty easy to make. And you hook this up to, here's the recipe for the pump. It's just steel casing, osmium. And you hook this up to the electrolytic separator, and you'll get 2 products. One on the left side is hydrogen, and on the right side tank you'll get oxygen. And I have a basic pressurized tube that's running underneath here, connected to the back of this purifying factory to run this. It looks like we ran out of oxygen. Okay, let me see. So we'll need to, I think this is stopped because, there we go. Let's dump some of the hydrogen out. So this is stopped because the hydrogen tank is full. So I think that'll continue. There we go. Okay, so we got dirty gold dust out of this. Note, out of from 4 of the ore, we got 12 dirty gold dust. We can pipe that into the enrichment chamber, and that'll actually output gold dust. And then we can smelt the gold dust, and we get a 3x. And there's other machines that take this to 4x, possibly more, I'm not sure, but that's the basic idea with Mechanism. For, you're translating, you're getting more ore for the cost of additional energy and complexity of the machines. By the way, this hydrogen, in the next episode, I'll show you another use for the hydrogen. There's actually a jetpack, which we don't need, but we could have made. That actually gets loaded right in here with hydrogen, so we can drop it into the tank and load it up. And then we can also make another item, which is the Flamethrower, which we'll do, I think, next episode. Let me see. Where is that? Oh, let's just use the search. I think I just glossed over it. Okay, so this is 10 ingot and a basic gas tank and 2 bronze and advanced control circuit. Well, let's see. What would that... Let's see. Do we have our bronze? We have bronze. We have our tin. What else did it need? Oh, we have what we need. Okay, so we'll make the flamethrower, and we'll pop that in, and that should start loading up the flamethrower. Yeah, I forgot I actually had item. This crafting table is connected to this chest, so we're good to go here. We put the bronze back. All right, so let's check this out. We can use this against our dummy. Whoops, I probably should aim it. So it looks like it's doing 5 damage at a time, but very rapidly, 8.75. But this is a good area effect weapon, kind of an aggro control. You can certainly have mobs. There we go. Yeah, we're kind of... Oh, yeah. Yeah, we are definitely dangerous now. So we have basically infinite flight. We have these ranged weapons. So we just kind of cruise here. It looks like there's a limited distance, but... oops, sorry, Cal. You got caught in the crossfire. So, yeah, feeling pretty good about this. We definitely have some power here. So, okay, I think I've shown you everything for this episode. The next episode, we'll build this up. We're going to increase our power. I think we're going to look at... finally get around to the environmental tech mod and some other cool things. So hope to see you next time. Thank you.